I'm always interested to see how other landscape designers come up with solutions to tricky sites that manage to meet the needs of the client. This property in Browns Bay on Auckland's North Shore is a sloping site on the crest of a hill, so it's quite exposed to the wind. The clients wanted plenty of outdoor entertaining space, a sense of flow between the inside and outside of the house, and a pool.
Hi Debbie, how you doing?
Hi Justin, good.
Hey,
how are you?
good to see you. What a beautiful pool.
Isn't it? Isn't it stunning?
What sort of pool is it?
It's a concrete pool, so it's all self-supporting.
Right.
Debbie Gill is a landscaping specialist, so I've asked her to give me some insight into how the designers of this property have transformed a challenging site.
The pool wasn't hand dug. How would they have got the diggers in here?
Well, they actually had to take the fencing out. Yeah, so they brought the diggers in, replaced the fence afterwards, and you'd never know.
There's so many more advantages with a concrete pool, and one of them is getting the levels exactly how you like them.
That's right. The clients have shaped the concrete pool to fit the section. So they've taken it all the way back to the boundary, they've done some retaining, and it fits perfectly.
I think that's a really clever part of this design too. So they've mimicked the boundary and they've followed the side of the house. It's made the whole thing really simple, and it's wedged at the end.
It certainly is.
Which is actually a benefit because it sort of created this foreshortening in quite a tight space.
That's right.
Putting the pool in close to the house like this also shelters it from the wind. On the other side, it's close to neighbouring houses, hence the need for a hedge of Eugenia ventinati.
Beautiful planting all the way down to create privacy. There's some shelter from the wind as well. They will grow up to 3 or 4 metres.
Will they grow over the pool?
No, you can shape them to any shape you like. They can be like a living fence, which is a beautiful green screen to look at instead of a wooden fence.
There's a strong classical theme in the overall design. First, with a range of historically inspired garden art, Greco-Roman statues, an amphora-type vessel, and a plaque with a quote by Galileo. The classical theme is carried on in the planting. Roses pruned to a standard shape, and neatly clipped hedges creating clearly defined spaces. And like the columns in a classical temple, massive posts linked by steel beams with square paving underfoot give a formal touch to the main entertaining area.
Well, Debbie, it seems like a great place for a party.
That's right. Well, that's what the clients wanted. They wanted to be able to entertain at home, bring their friends and family around, and this has just created such a beautiful spot to do that. It required stepping it down, so that created 2 usable areas. And it is beautiful. They've done a little bit of retaining, which has created a flat and usable space.
Because this is a really lovely place to sit.
It is beautiful, especially with this structure around us and the softening off with the planting around. A lovely little swing seat.
Definitely. It's really secluded too.
It really is, and especially because they have stepped it down. There's shelter from the wind. There's also privacy and a usable, wonderful space.
As well as the statues, there are several modern objects which attract the eye. A water feature glints in the sunlight and gives the restful sound of trickling water. A large red ceramic chimenea provides a lovely pop of colour amidst the green and grey colour palette, and has the added benefit of throwing some heat into the area when it's cold. From where we're seated, we look through glass balustrading to the pool. The deck is made of a combination of wood and recycled plastic that's resistant to rot and doesn't need painting because the colour is impregnated into the material itself. The other great thing about it is it uses a hidden fastening system, so there are no unsightly nails.
The timbers are really good too.
The timbers are great. They give it a real natural and rustic sort of feel, which complements the sort of modern spaces nicely.
They're quite soft and natural looking. You get a lovely organic feel.
You do, you do.